I don't understand the idea if affordability, all the politicians are supposed to be focused on affordability. And how do you not? Healthcare is so expensive. So increasing the supply of workers would seem to fit into affordability. But clearly there's just people who are involved in immigration policy right now who are so ideological that they're not logic or other political concerns, even just the base political concerns that you're offending all the Indians and the Latinos, and you go down the list. And those were popular groups that voted for Trump in relatively high numbers, and he's like now offended all these groups, and it's like just the base political calculation would think, why are you doing that? But I don't know. And it is true that maybe some of these things in 2029, when there's a new president, the pendulum could switch back. But and certainly on the policy and the tone, that can switch. But unless Congress, increases the H-1B cap or changes things for the visa bulletin, or somebody actually pays attention to labor certification, which is
Yeah.
so incredibly slow, those will continue to be problems. And then the demand, that could be a structural thing if AI really comes in and all the kind of entry level white collar workers can be replaced by an AI agent. And then I don't think the competition is going to go away. I think that these tools and platforms and Reddit samples or whatever
Yeah.
else people are out there, that's going to increase for as competition. And I think it's just a challenging thing for immigration attorneys. And I just think it's, again, something to be aware of in the same way that I think it was back in 2022, beginning of the year, I was trying to get people to say, oh, EB2NAW, these other approaches. I was trying to call and I feel like I was early on that. And then by 2024, it was like everyone overcrowded those channels. And so I'm trying to be a prophet on some of these things as far as our practice and what. But of course, you've got a very valuable niche in what you do, and unfortunately, you may be flying all over the country and trying to keep clients not, going into jail or something. I don't know. That's a
Yeah,
crazy development.
it's just having the interviews was like coming up. The Trump administration was like a thing, but prepping for the interviews, a lot of them went without attorneys even up till now because the case were clean. But this situation where people potentially being picked up at adjustments, then we got to find local counsel. If I can't go into an interview tomorrow, actually see how that goes as an overstay. It's still getting approved. The San Diego situation was a nightmare, but it's still not blanket across the country. But it's definitely
Yeah.
something that's worrisome. And
Yeah.
this really goes into just the F1 feeder system. If you're practicing affirmative cases when it comes to even asylum but primarily a family employment base, they get married in college or they
Yeah. Yeah.
asylum
They
claim
meet
emerges
people.
college. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
And EV people, yeah, the NIW, they go to get a PhD, they get employers, all of it. So the statistics on F1 student visas, like in the last 10 years, was exponential growth, the number of visas coming out. And just the number of ICE officers relative to the number of students went like from 10,000 ICE officers, one student to like 100,000. It's like some crazy numbers.